Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Tribble, and I am going to go ahead and show you or walk you through my PowerSchool Learning page. So when you go to PowerSchool and you log into my page, the first page that's going to come up is the welcome page. On the welcome page, you're going to see quite a bit of information for parents and students both. The first piece of information that I have here on the left is the 8th grade algebra description. So this is going to give you an outline of the course. To the right of that, you will see the group 1 and 2 calendar. That's a link. So when you click on that link, that is going to download. You'll find that in the lower left-hand corner. When you click on it, you'll see a calendar that looks like this. This is Fort Wayne Community Schools 2020-2021 calendar. So you'll also see all of these dates down here at the bottom that will be important to you, like days off, vacations, Thanksgiving, winter vacation, all those days, end of marking periods will be here as well. At the top, you'll see a key for group 1 and group 2 days. Every other Wednesday, we'll have either group 1 or group 2, so that'll be shaded in the appropriate color. You will be able to follow this in case you forget, normally on a Wednesday, what day you are to be here. So that's there. Underneath of that is the student expectations for the classroom. When you click on that, that link will open up another tab that does have the expectations of the classroom. So how we begin our class, we come in, we sanitize, organize our materials, and log into our ThinkPads. The rules and expectations are below that. Remain in assigned seat, speak only during appropriate times with a suitable voice level, respect our room, our things, and the people in it, keep our room safe and clean, and be positive to new ideas. Underneath of that, you'll find the grade weighting. Our assessments are 40% of the grade. The academic practice, which would be everything else, is 60% of the grade. Late work will be accepted during the unit of study, and test retakes will be allowed once corrective practice has been completed. Supplies for the class include folder, notebook, paper, pencils, earbuds, or headphones, and optional stylus and a box of tissues. Stylus is highly recommended so that you can use that as a pencil per se to write on your screen, and then you'll be able to show all of your work for the math and hand it in with the work. So those expectations are listed here. Underneath of that is a picture of my family and a little bit of information about myself. My contact information and phone number to my classroom are listed as well. And the little box on how to navigate this page, which is what we're going through now. Underneath of those items will be the Northwood calendar and also our school schedule as far as what time classes begin and end, and also lunch. Underneath of the welcome page tab on the left-hand side is also then the parent page. When you click on the parent page, you're going to get some more information. That information includes my contact information again, my email and my phone number here at work. That phone number does ring my classroom directly. So if you are needing to leave me a message after hours, you can ring that number and you'll be directed to my voicemail. The daily office hours are to the right of that. So these are my office hours. Wednesday is a little bit different with the virtual Wednesdays, but once that changes, those office hours on Wednesday will be the same as the other days of the week. There is some information on technology help if you need it. Logging in through Clever, Zoom tips, purchasing insurance for your device, downloading extensions from Chrome, all of those things have some PDFs that you can click on and pull up. The resources have resources for Agile Mind, Khan Academy, that will take you to those websites. The lunch menus, Power School, Student Parent Guide, and also some navigation videos for Agile Mind website. To the right of that is the upcoming assessments. So I will leave the assessments up throughout the year, and the upcoming assessment that will be taking place next will be listed on the bottom. Classroom expectations, the same thing that we looked at on the other pages also here, and another copy of the Northwood calendar. Underneath of the parent page is the student resources. So when you click on the student resources, you're going to get, again, the 8th grade schedule and some online resources. If you need to go to Agile Mind, you may click on this link. You would put in your username and password. Your username is your first and last name only with no spaces. The password is your normal FWCS password. The Big Ideas math page that we would log in through Clever, there's a link to that as well, and also the student Desmos. Typically, I'm going to have these links provided in our daily slides that I'll talk about here in just a minute. So you'll be able to click on that right in the daily slide where you need to, where you're going to be using those. So that brings us to our daily curriculum. You're going to find that underneath the Welcome Parent and Student Resources page. So right now we're in Unit 3, Functions. The dates are after each one of these. So you'll see that that lasts from September 28th through October 15th. By October 15th, we should be done with the assessments. If you click on this, that's going to take you to the main page. The main page for this unit is going to list out all of the grade level standards that will be taught during this unit and the prerequisites required. It also will list the essential questions. The essential questions are those questions that you should be able to answer once we have completed this unit. So when you click on this page, you'll also see a drop down. These are all of the individual lessons, and you're going to be able to see those up to the current date. You will not be able to see lessons taking place in the future. Those will post on the day of the lesson. So if I were to click on one of these lessons, that day will come up. You are always going to see the attendance as the very first thing listed. So when you log in, you should go straight to the attendance link and click on it. That's going to bring you to the attendance where you're going to write in your name. So the format would be that you put your last name first and your first name last and hit submit. You also have the option to send yourself a copy of the response through your email if you choose. Once you've done that, you may close it. The next block that you're going to see is the daily agenda. That's just going to tell us all of the things that we're going to be doing before you leave class today. After that block is our Zoom meeting link. So if there is a Zoom meeting, you will see that link here with a blue Zoom meeting link you can click on that will take you directly to our Zoom where you can hit the open Zoom meeting and enter. If we do not have a scheduled Zoom meeting that day, you'll still see this box, but it will say no scheduled meeting today. Underneath of that is the content for our classroom. So again, we're in Unit 3 Functions. This is the second lesson. Each lesson is going to start by giving you the skills that we're going to be learning today. Also the date. If you click on that, we'll give you the national day. So today is National Coffee Day. My personal favorite. Actually, it was yesterday. And then you can click out of that. That's just for fun. Slides will progress. You can either click on the slide directly or go down to the arrow to hit, but do not hit the play button. I mean, you can, but if you hit the play button, it will just go through them quickly and you won't be able to stop and necessarily read them. So you want to make sure that you either just click on the slide or click that next arrow. You can also click the back arrow, or if you want to go directly to a certain slide, you can click this and help yourself to any of these slides. We are on slide 2, which is just giving us a little bit more information about what it is that we're learning that day. On the third slide on this one, it does list some items that you're going to have to complete. So the first one is to click on the stack of papers to get your student activity sheet, which does accompany our Agile Mind work for the day. So when you click on that stack of papers, the Agile Mind page will open up. Now, in order to complete the assignment so that you can hand it in, you're going to want to hit Open With, Annotate with Cami. And then that's going to come up for you. Now, if you have already started this assignment, once you click on it, it will bring all of your annotations in from Cami. So I know that I wrote some things on here previously. So let's say I want to put in a text box and I click. It's going to prompt me to create a copy, which will put that copy right into my Google Drive and save all of the annotations. As you can see, I went ahead and put in some annotations. These are not answers to the math problems for today. If you want to write in, you can use the text box feature. So you would just click on text box feature and then click on the screen, and you'll be able to type directly into the page. If you want to show work, this does not require it here, but if you wanted to, you would hit the drawing tool and use your stylus. Sometimes the space provided might not be large enough, so you can always use your fingers on the screen to open that up so that you can write down your problems. Okay, and then when you're done, if you kind of zoom back out again, that's going to keep your work there, but it's going to make it smaller and fit into that space appropriately so that I can read it and grade it. So this says Cami Uploads right here at the top. That means it's going to be there for you when you go back to this assignment or when you're ready to hand it in. I'm going to go ahead and close this out for now and go back to the Google page. This second the second instruction also does tell us to click on the computer screen. That's going to give us access to our Agile Mind account. It's just a link to Agile Mind. And that will take you to the Agile Mind website where you'll need to log in. Once you get logged into the Agile Mind website, then your assigned work will show up. I'm always going to have some type of a brain break. This one just happened to be a little activity if you wanted to email me telling me where this was to get your mind off the math for a minute. Sometimes I might have a stretch activity or something in here as well. And then the last slide on this particular day was to click on the computer screen to analyze a few more graphs. And when you click on that computer screen, you'll have something else that pops up. This one happens to be a Google form with a couple of short questions and some multiple choice, just as a quick check to check your understanding for the day, and then you'll just hit submit. So if it has a submit button, then you just hit that submit. The assignment that you pulled up earlier through your Cami will need to be handed in as well. So you're always going to find the hand in right underneath of the lesson so that when you're done, you can just immediately hand that in. You'll just click on this hand in button and select hand in from Google Drive, and then just pick the assignment and click submit there as well. So that is everything that I have on our pages. All of these other units will be visible during the quarter that we have studied them. So at the end of quarter one, I will clear out some of these older items, unit 1 and unit 2, and then you'll only be able to see information for the current quarter. So that is all I have for you. If you have questions or need any help, please, please, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email and I will get right back with you. Have a great day.